Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Simply Sonia. Today I'd like to talk about why I chose to lead a healthier lifestyle and the importance of me losing weight. So basically at the age of 13, I was having symptoms of headaches, nausea, pain from the back of my neck all the way down to the back of my left shoulder. And this persisted on for, I believe 3 days. Back then, at first we thought that it was just a migraine type symptoms because I would have to sit in the dark. My eyes were quite photophobic at the time, and so I was just taking regular paracetamol, nothing more than that. But my symptoms started to slowly deteriorate. So at that point, my mum took me straight to A&E, and through a series of MRI scans, X-rays, and they even tested my vision, they basically decided to do a lumbar puncture. So a lumbar puncture is where they drain spinal fluid through a needle on your back. So it's a little bit like having an epidural. During my first week in hospital, they did a series of lumbar punctures throughout a week to make sure that the medication that they were giving me was working. So they were giving me acetazolamide and furosemide, which are diuretics, which helps to excrete the excess fluid from your body. At first, the medication was working, so even though the pressure was still high, it was slowly coming down by 2. So my open pressure during my first lumbar puncture was at around 50 centimeter cubed, I believe, and throughout that week it kept coming down towards 40 as the pressure was on was within my head for over a space of, I believe, 4 days. It had progressed quite quickly. They discharged me from hospital. My mobility was very poor, and also because of the pressure in and around the head, it had affected my eyes, so my vision also became very poor. I was also taking some steroids to help with the swelling at the back of my eyes, but that it helped to maintain the swelling down, but it also made me put on a lot of weight. During the time that I came home and I was recovering, I was quite photophobic, so I had to wear sunglasses because of the swelling at the back of the eyes. I didn't get my shunt inserted until I believe 6-7 months after I was diagnosed with the condition, because at the beginning of it, the medication was helping. So my intracranial pressure was coming down, but because this is a neurological condition, when you're quite emotional, whether you're sad or happy or excited, this condition gets affected by it. So because I was going through a low time in my life, my pressure then started to come up again, and it started to become uncontrollable by the medication. So they decided to do a shunt surgery. So I have a lumbar peritoneal shunt, which is an LP shunt, and the LP shunt is basically a small thin tube with I believe a catheter that's inserted within your spinal column, and that helps to drain the fluid into your tummy area, and basically that way it gets absorbed and is secreted again by the body. It's more efficient than just taking the diuretics. After that surgery, I was fine for 3 years with that first shunt, but since then I've had 7 operations where they've had to revise my shunt due to blockages or breakages, or the shunt just purely failing, because it is, at the end of the day, something that's a foreign object into your body, so it will break at times and it will block. That is a normal process. So then in 2012 I had my first shunt revision where my shunt had been blocked for a long period of time. So again, I was feeling the symptoms again of the high pressure. Since then, I've basically had seven shunt revisions, which have been caused by blockages and breakages, and there is basically nothing I can do apart from lose the weight. It wasn't until my son was born that I really decided to lose the weight, not just because I wanted to lose the weight, but I wanted to give him a better lifestyle, so give him the best start in life. From looking at different websites and different blogs, I found a blog of a Beachbody coach that actually was also a mother of 3 that had lost the weight and kept on making healthy choices for herself and for her family. And it wasn't until then that I really was inspired by her story to start my own journey to become healthier and to be an example to my son. So through speaking to my coach and getting to know her and her story and getting to know a little bit about her life and what motivates her to making healthier choices in her life, and that I really started to understand the mentality of not just losing weight for the sake of losing weight, but also keeping it as a lifestyle. Having a healthier lifestyle, it isn't difficult, but it's just that first hurdle of actually putting yourself out there and saying that actually I can do this. If you'd like to find out a little bit more about IIH and how it affects different people, I will leave a link below of IIH UK, which is a great organisation where I have gotten most of my information from. It's where I go to when I have a query about my condition, because at the end of the day, I'm still finding out new things about my condition, even though it has been over 10 years now that I've had it. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, share. Thanks for watching.